Shut up and sit down.
We're on. Oh, there you go. We're a little bit later than normal. I was a bit late in to set up, folks, because it's a bit warm.
He was pooping.
No, not at all. Did that earlier. It's a bit warm in this room, and I just went next door to have a breather because, yeah, it's a bit hot in Festa Towers. But anyway, that's enough of that.
Yes.
Hello, gang. Colin here, Festa 67's workshop, and him, the guru.
Hello.
And I'm going to throw him straight under the bus. Good evening, Captain Fettle-Pants. How you doing?
I did nothing. You can't prove it.
I've got evidence.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm all right, mate. We'll get back to that in a minute. We'll do pimpage first. If you'd like to help support the channel and keep the content coming, I won't forget. You can head over to patreon.com/Festa67's workshop.
Chat up, have I?
Or you could, yeah, if I could. Or you could click the join button. He does this every week. Or click the join button below, or click the $ to leave a super chat. All helps keep the content coming. Doing so gets you access to the Zoom 24/7 off-air hangout. Also, if you've got a webcam and a mic, it also gives you access to the Sunday at the bench streams. So bear that in mind, folks. Whilst Fox is doing his dithering, I'm just going to quickly have a little looky-loo at the chat to see who's in.
I forgot to get the chat up, sorry.
Because chat is the most important part of all of this.
I was too busy chatting to you, my co-host.
I know, but whilst you're doing that, I'll just read out some of the chat because I might as well whilst I've got the chance. Marcus is in saying evening. Oh, hello, Marcus. How you doing, mate? Graham McRoberts in saying hi, Colin again. Hello, mate. How you doing? He's saying hello to Marcus. John Alec is in saying hi to Marcus, Festa, even Fox and Graham. Hello, John.
Hey, John.
Excuse me. See, yawning. I'm live. Marcus is saying hi to Graham and John Alec. Graham's asking or hoping that Mum's okay. JC's in.
All as well, thank you.
He says, evening, Colin and Fox, and all in chat, Festa Hugs and Fox Hugs. Hello, James, how you doing, mate? It's Graham mocking Marcus. PJ's in. Hello, PJ. He says, evening, Colin, Gufforn, all how the Gufforn, Fox, and all in chat. Hello, PJ.
Yay.
How you
Hello,
doing,
PJ.
mate? Welcome to your favourite build, mate. Hello, PJ.
Hello, PJ.
James says, Fox been cheating, has he? He has, mate. We'll get on to that in a minute. PJ says, hello to James, Marcus and John Alec. Jeff Light is in, saying hello, Cole, Fox and all in chat. Hello, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
Love to you and Maggie. And Graham is still mocking Marcus. So before we get on to what we've been up to, what have you been up to today then, Mr. Fettle-Pants?
Well, I did look in my folder of evidence against Festa.
Oh, that's lame.
But moving on. No, today I happily admit I've done a little bit of fettling today because I knew I wanted to prime it, ready for tonight's show. To start painting, and I was in the kitchen making a cup of the tea, and I was like, cup of tea, and then I had to open the drawer to get a teaspoon out because I dropped the teaspoon on the floor. So, and opened the teaspoon, and I just saw like a whole collection of chip shop plastic forks.
Oh, nice one!
And in a split second, my brain went, I can use that to make door card furniture.
Did they have handles? Handles for forks?
Handles, forks. The forks had handles on them. But in that like millionth of a second, my brain had a whole thought process, and I could see basically what I was going to do. So basically, I made furniture for the door cards. So you've got the armrest, and you've got the turny thing for the window, even though it's a modern car and it doesn't have one.
So proud of you.
And a couple of rivets on there. So I got them on all four doors. I fettled with license plates. I made a license plate card inlay for there, and for there because I took the sticker out. And I put a little thing over where the wing mirror goes, and that's it. And then I just primed everything up.
Yeah,
so,
but
yes.
yeah. Well, I've been really good this week with it.
You've not done anything at all, have you? You've not even touched it.
No, I haven't. I've not touched my vehicle whatsoever.
No, not touched the car at all.
However,
talk about me cheating.
I might have painted my dude. That's the driving dude with his checkered bandana and his light blue, dark blue checkers.
I do like them checkers on the dark blue, light blue.
Yeah, it works, doesn't it? So I've done the driver. I've done the passenger. Hello, geez. How's it doing? He's got the same livery there. So I've done him, and he's got a bit,
really cool.
Bit of blue on one of the discs there at each end, just because I could. Then we've got Festa Squig Thrower with his checkered pauldron and a bit on his squig cannon. So me dudes are all done. These two can go in the vehicle tonight because I want to kind of start painting the Orc vehicle itself. But whilst we're on about fettling, the eagle-eyed of you might have noticed I have got teeth on the bumper now, so I might have done a little bit of fettling.
This is all right. That's fine.
So there you go.
They look the dudes look great.
So yeah, that's what I'm going to be up to. So I've got to get them in first of all, and then I can look at then buttoning down this roof and getting that all in place, so that I can then start base painting the vehicle. So that's what I'm hoping to do tonight. What's your plan for tonight, mate?
Mine is very well, not for tonight, but my plan overall generally is I've just realised if you wanted to make this remote control, you could put batteries in there.
Yes.
I realised, similar to you, that I need to get the interior done before I can even think about the outside.
Yeah.
So I need to get all the interior, the furniture done, and the dude, get it all put in, and then I can put this on, and the roof can lock into place forever.
Yeah.
And then I can paint the outside then. So
happy days.
Everything's primed up. The primer's coming off at ridiculous speed because it's not sticking to the plastic very well at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm not sure the order of things, but I'll.
Yeah,
I don't know yet.
This plastic doesn't particularly like anything to adhere to it, does it?
It's a bit of a challenge. So tonight I need to give the interior a wash, darken it down, and then dry brush all that back to give it some depth, and start working on the dude and the seats. So I don't know which I'll do. Probably a bit of everything, basically.
Bit of everything, mate. That's the plan, isn't it, mate?
Got to touch up my interior first, though, because it's got some of the black primer sprayed over the Mechanica Standard Grey.
Yeah, is that what it's called now?
Mechanica Standard Grey.
It's called touching up your interior, eh?
Yeah, I've got to give my interior a little bit of a touching up, you know how it goes. Yeah. First, I've got to find some Mechanica Standard Grey.
Helps you to put the right one in first, Cole, doesn't it? Go first.
Handy tip, put the right one on first.
Yeah, the passenger goes in before the driver. Because the passenger has the big gun.
Golden rule, trousers first, then shoes.
Yeah, so let's put that in.
Right, I need to find some Mechanica Standard Grey now, don't tell me. She's going to have to lean over the camera.
Yeah, there you go. So we can pop him in there.
There we go, perfect. First one I grabbed.
Yeah, apologies I'm off shot, folks. It's just a delicate process.
Yeah, don't forget, folks, we've all got the chat in front of us, so if you want to interact with us, please do.
Yeah,
make sure to put at Festa 67's Workshop or at Guru Fox to get our attention, or do a super chat so Colin can earn a little bit of money by pressing the dollar symbol at the bottom of the chat window. Ask us questions, and don't forget, as always, belly bench and it's a biscuit then for some
belly bench and beverage, folks.
Yes, belly bench and beverage. I thought I'd feel while you were doing stuff.
Yeah,
but
that's
what I need to do
mate.
First thing I need to do is pull my masking fluid off the driver.
Oh, you've got masking fluid on there, have you? Oh, nice.
I put some mask on his eyes because his eyes are wonderfully shiny and I want to keep them that way. So when I finish painting him, I'll give him a gloss varnish and then I'll manually matte varnish the rest of him.
Yeah.
Because I don't have to mask the eyes off again, but I don't want them to lose their I'm not going to paint the eyes. So, yeah, tonight is I can pull off his mask off. Yes.
The eyes have it, eh?
Yes. Now they'll be a bit rough and ready, but I can colour it. I can correct all the paint later. I just needed to make sure they're protected.
Yeah, you must have protection, dear.
Yep. Booted and suited. So yeah, it looks pretty horrendous around the edges, but that's when I'll come along and paint all the. Oh, it's so satisfying. And yes, it's taken half the paint with it because this plastic doesn't like this paint at all. This primer.
Plastic doesn't like anything going on it, mate.
No, I'm not convinced that any of this paint's going to stay on. I mean, it's pulling the primer off. It's pretty horrendous.
I'm matting over it as I go.
Yeah, I don't have that option now, unfortunately. So that's going to need some severe cleanup. It didn't quite work as I'd planned. Because the primer's just peeling away.
Is it appealing?
Oh dear.
What did?
It's very appealing. Mind you, it's peeling away off the glossy plastic bit.
Mind you, when did you spray it? It's not had 24 hours, is it really?
No, a good few hours though. It doesn't take that long to stick enough to be painted over, but it's mostly where it's on the shiny plastic. It's not really gripped it. That's fine.
Yeah.
Shiny plastic.
I'm sure you'll persuade it to comply. Right, let's see whether that actually
Cocktail stick to get that off. Might be a bit more delicate.
lines up.
Nee, 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 nee. Dee, 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 dee. What's your belly tonight then, Cole? Do you know yet?
Yeah, I had my dinner before I came on, mate, because I had the jitters, didn't I? So I ate
What did you have?
I had bangers, mash and beans.
Oh, lovely.
Mash and English mustard in with it, because that's what I do.
We had Subway tonight, because my wolf wanted Subway, and my wolf gets
what she wants. Yeah. Go.
And I had a full English Subway, which was actually quite pleasant. It was all right.
Yeah.
It wasn't particularly offensive.
No, nice one. Right.
Okay.
So we've got
Exactly perfect on them eyes.
In. Let's just, whilst I think of it, I'll get my super glue out. And I'll also...
Okay, this is kind of an unmitigated disaster.
What's that?
Because the white colour's coming off now while I'm trying to get the other stuff off. I'm actually taking the white paint of the eyes off.
Oh dear, you're having a good night.
Yeah. I may have to, I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Oh.
Did you scratch the bodywork before you primed?
No.
Give it a
yeah, but I've just scraped a little bit of the white eye white off with the cocktail stick.
Speedy Q8 is in, saying hello, Speed, how you doing, mate? Graham says Janet Street Porter then, mate, with the teeth. Happy days, definitely.
Janet Street Porter.
Speedy says, ooh, bangers and English mustard. Good man. Happy days, mate. Yeah, I always stir a bit of English mustard in with me mash, mate. Because why not?
My best efforts to keep the eyes white and the masking fluids pull some of the paint off. Oh well.
Yeah.
The original model paint that was on it.
Oh dear. Not having a good
one. Well. No. But now I can't really paint over the eyes because I've not primed them. Ours. We'll just have to prime that, I guess, over it and manually paint the eyes as best I can, I think. It's a shame because they were beautifully shiny.
I will do. Where did I put it? Under it somewhere.
I'm going to have to leave him. I'm going to have to reprime him.
Oh, really?
Just see where the paint scraped off there a little bit. Curses.
Right in front of you, Carl.
Is it right in front of you, Cole?
Yeah. Have you got any... Well, can you brush some primer on?
No, because no. I'll just sand the eyes a little. I was really hoping not to have to paint the eyeballs because I'll never get them that shiny, and the pupils are so perfectly curved and round.
Yeah,
I'll never be able to reproduce that. But
can you put a bit of hard coat over it to make them shiny again?
It wouldn't be as smooth and nice as that.
All right then.
Yeah,
just try
get them that. No, I'll never get them that smooth. Curses. I shall sand them and then prime them tomorrow.
PJ Belly Margarita Pizza with lots of jalapenos. Bench. 24th Profil 24 Alpha 2900. 24th Nunu BMW M6 and a 16th scale Ferrari Testarossa. Beverage extra strong tea. Rysdom says to you, Fox, what in the world is that figure? Yeah.
It is Calypso, who's the school teacher in Bluey, but I've added hair to it, and I'm going to repainting it to look like my cartoon Fox character, which is why it's got like the extra hair and stuff. Because I needed somebody to be driving the car, and I figured if I'm going to paint the car to look like my actual car, then I may as well make the figure look like my cartoon character figure.
Absolutely.
Not meant to be me, it's just meant to be cartoon. I say it's Fox. It's like, it's weird to have I've kind of made a rod for my back having a cartoon character who's got the same name. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I don't think of him as me. He's not like an avatar of me.
Let's
You know what I mean.
try and organise myself there.
Right, well, I really didn't want to do that, but hey.
You know, don't worry, mate. It's all good.
Oh, then again, actually,
Right.
I tell you what, sanding it down, I might be able to just simply paint it white.
Oh, happy.
Except I've just taken some of the paint off now. Otherwise, I was kind of hoping not to.
Oh dear. It's going well then.
Yeah. I suppose what I could do is get some of the white primer and prime the face area white with the rattle can, and then
A decent camera angle.
I have to physically paint the white of the eyes, because I like the fact it's so smooth, and if I try and brush paint that, it won't be quite as smooth. I mean, I can always strip it if I need to.
Yeah.
Although I don't know what that would do to the green stuff, but
I'm sure you'll find out.
Yes.
Like I say, it's not a lot you can do about it now. It is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, you deal with it as it comes out.
It's just frustrating, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit, because I was hoping to start painting them. A little tiny bit of sanding sponge.
Oh, a sponge.
It's not quite rough enough. Oh, it's not rough enough. Matron. That's not rough enough.
Rough.
Quite get this one in there. Rough.
PJ says, oh no, Fox is having problems with his Bluey build. Who can save him from his paint dilemma? I know. Let's call the model making good. Ah, hang on. Never mind.
Very good.
Very good there. Very good.
Very good. Oops.
It's that good that we might have to send you one. See what I did.
I do have a spare one.
Paul D. Tommaso is in saying, good evening,
Paul.
folks. Hello, Paul. Love to you and Dawn, mate. Hope you're both all right.
I wonder if...
There you go. So there's a little bit of gunnage started, just so that I can see
I wonder if...
how that looks. Yeah, I'm happy with that. What was I going to do next? That's going to stay, so we can clean the brush for a minute whilst I then...
You can tell when we're both doing the hard thinking, can't you? Because we both start muttering to ourselves.
Yeah, apologies. There may be a bit of narrating tonight.
Oh, yeah.
MP's in saying hello, Manuel. How you doing? Good evening,
Manuel.
Colin Fox, and all the folks in the chat. Good evening, my friend.
Right, I may just have to bite the bullet and, I'm going to have to, and just paint irises on these eyes. When I've painted the eyes, I think I'll just have to live with it.
Oh, really?
Well, I'm going to have to now because I've sanded them away. But
Never met this Irish woman, but she sounds nice. See what I did.
I see indeed what you did there. Right, let's just try painting them. It might be enough.
Yeah, Paul says, doing all right, mate. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm all right, mate. Ups and downs, you know how it is, mate.
You know what I can do? It's warm outside.
Yeah.
I could literally run outside for 2 minutes and prime that.
Do it then, mate. Did you want to have a go at priming it?
You don't mind me running off for a minute to prime it? Literally take about 2 minutes.
Why would I mind, dear?
Okay, right, let me go and prime that.
You go and do what you've got to do, mate, because at the end of the day, I want you to be happy with what you're trying to do.
Oh, yeah. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Yeah, it'll be back in 2 minutes, folks. So there you go. So, yeah, I'm just literally whopping in a thick bead of super glue along here. one, it'll fill the gap, but two, when I run the welding torch along there, it'll melt that. It's a bit fumy though, so be careful. So when Fox gets back, I might go quiet for a little bit. It's just because I'm going to put my respirator on whilst I've got hot super glue fumes kicking about. But for the moment, I can just spray this stuff, accelerator on it, and it'll disperse the glue that I don't want. It'll give that a bit of a bond, and then I'm going to weld it all together. And yeah, don't tell Fox, but I've already painted a sponsor because I wanted to test the colour scheme. So yeah, did that during the week in the Hangout, in the Zoom. So just get that on there. And hopefully I can survive using super glue on the stream, because I don't normally have a good reputation with Satan's glue. But with a bit of luck, that should start crystallising and fill that gap. I have got filler, but I just couldn't be bothered to get it. There you go. So that should do the job with that. Oh. Love the bird poking out the window, Cole, says Marcus. Yes, mate. I thought of you when I did him. Yeah, he's like, yeah, you want some? Yeah. It's got to be done, isn't it? I mean, it's a bit of fun. It's a bit quirky, and it's just a giggle, but
1 second.
Just goes to show you what you can do with a kid's toy.
I've lost my end, hang on.
Oh dear, he's back. He's lost his end.
I'm back. I'll tell you what, getting a barn door back door was the best idea we ever had.
Yeah. Did it go all
Just
right?
open. Yep, all primed. It's not perfect, but it'll do.
Doesn't have to be, does it?
No. Yeah, just open the top half of the door, put it all outside, spray, come back in again.
Happy days. Happy days.
I may have captured a few spiders and things while I was doing it. But
at the end of the day, mate, if you're happier, that's what it's about. Isn't it?
yeah. Well, I think I'll just have to bite the bullet and manually paint the eyeballs, but it's not the end of the world. I was kind of hoping I could keep the original sheen and lustre, but given the fact the white colour was just coming off dead easily, it's like, nah. It was a crazy plan. Right, so sanding things back away. The primer is really... Go on.
No, you carry on, mate.
I was just going to say, the primer is really not wanting to stick to this plastic at all.
What primer did you use, mate?
It's just the GW rattle cans. But I'd even sanded. I did sand the plastic all over a little bit, but it's just not really wanting to stick to it for some reason. It's not too bad. It's just easily rubbing off with handling, so I have to not do too much handling. Simple solution to a simple problem.
Mate, instant weathering.
Right, let's get this interior touched up a little bit, and then we'll do a wash.
Let that do its thing.
Right, so what have we got? We need some...
And then we can weld that bad boy up in a minute.
Ooh, look at that painting on that sponson on the side. I like that.
Yeah, it's coming up all right, isn't it?
Yeah. That's like... You just doing it like I did on the thing, you just dry brushing the blue in.
Yeah, I totally stole your stump of paint job, because why not?
Because it's great fun though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks so good. That's what I'll be doing on mine.
Yeah.
A different Mechanica standard grey, because that one's not very good.
So whilst that's doing its thing, let's carry on just...
Apologies, you could just see my armpit.
Stippling that in place.
Ooh, matron.
I don't want to go right to the edges because I want it to look warm.
Never let it be said then Colin isn't up for a bit of an occasional bit of a stipple.
Yeah, let's take that off because that'll be getting done as well. It is the Bluey car, hence why this is going blue and not my usual yellow. Those that know me will know that I normally do bad moons, but on this bump, being that it's the Bluey car, why not have a blue paint scheme.
That sponsor does look good.
I'm using me texture palette, so I'm just dipping paint on there and yeah, dry brushing it. Oh, well, stippling it on in places, and then I shall dry brush over it. You know what I'm doing. It's you've done this paint job many times.
I know exactly what you're doing, but you're telling the audience. You're not telling me.
I know, but
it's so much fun. It's so easy, and it can look so good.
or having done the chameleon the hard way, the stomper even, I thought, well, I'm going to go the easy route, and I am using, and you'll like this.
Go on.
I am using Thunder Oak Turquoise, or Thunder Oak Blue even, sorry. Yeah.
Thunder Oak Blue. I like Thunder Oak Blue. It's a good blue.
Good blue, isn't it? With H, obviously.
With H. I think that's what I used on the stomper.
I've got no idea, really nice. Mate. I just remember that I liked it, and I thought, well, this is what I used on the clothing on the Orcs inside, because I thought, well, I can't have them as bad moons driving a Death Skull's vehicle, so... Well, they could have looted it, I suppose.
I was going to say, they could have nicked it.
Yeah, it just didn't seem right, so...
Because Death Skulls have the best technology, you see, so... Because they rob it, so they could have nicked it.
They have the best technology, he says, looking at the state of this Bluey car.
Yeah.
But literally, that quick is the Gatling gun case done.
Yeah. That's what Death Skulls are known for, scavenging all the best equipment and making the best stuff out of it. That is how they do. Right, let's do some little bits of touch-up on the old...
We have got... Jeff is in. Candygram for Mongo, saying, hi, Festa Foxx, Marcus, MP Paul, BJ Jeff, William, Spiddy QA, and all in chat. Hello, mate. How you doing?
Those who raise questions about the God hypothesis and the soul hypothesis are by no means all atheists.
Happy days.
I was ready.
I'm impressed.
You're impressed?
I am impressed, mate.
You should be impressed. I am impressive. I'm also modest.
I'd never have guessed. You conceal that well, mate.
Where did you get the Bluey car from, says Graham McRobert, as I have an idea for it. It's just on Amazon, mate. They're like 19 quid. It's just look up Bluey Heeler, Heeler. Bluey Heeler four-wheel drive or family four-wheel drive.
See, we got another convert.
Yeah, just look up Bluey toys. You'll find it. There's also a bus, a dump truck, and...
That's got...
That's the one, yeah. Plus, a bus, dust cart, this, and a caravan, apparently.
Allegedly. Not that I'd know.
Colin wouldn't know anything about having any of those in his wish list. Oh, did I say that out loud? Was that the quiet bit again?
I'm proper under the bus. Yes, I might have other ideas for potential future ones. We'll see.
I must admit, the refuse truck, the dump truck, whatever you call it, the bin man truck, that actually looks pretty good for a bit of a convert.
So...
It comes with wheelie bins and a grabby arm. It's great.
Yeah. I'll see how I feel after I've done this. I might be blued out after I've done this. I don't know, because we did burn out on the stompers a bit, didn't we? So
yeah, it's entirely possible that could happen again.
So, because you bought another one of these, and already you're thinking, do I want to do it or not? Aren't you? You're having second thoughts.
Well, not as much second thoughts, but there's been so much work involved in this one. I will get round to doing the other one at some point, but I'd have to do it as something else. Yeah. And I don't know what something. That's not actually the same. Actually, the same colour.
You want to do one of these, don't you?
I don't think I've got the skill level to do one of those, mate.
Would you like me to 3D print you the chassis and the wheels and?
No, because yeah.
He's thinking about it now, isn't you?
Yeah, but I haven't got the mad skills to like chop the roof down, all that kind of stuff. I'm not that talented.
Oh, right, yeah. I think you're all right. But like I say, if it's not something you fancy doing, don't do it.
I do. I would like to put one of these, give it a proper chassis, and have a dirty grey. Maybe not wheels like that, but normal like wheels. kind of thing.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. But I think given the issues that I've had with this one, like, with the plastic and stuff, and some stuff not sticking to it very well, and some of the plastic being a bit grumpy with plastic card, it's like, I wouldn't say the building experience has been 100% positive.
No, I still think this had a heavy coating of antibacterial substance on it as a kind of a varnish or something, because it's rejected a lot of what we've tried to put on it.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether that's a child-proof thing for kids' toys that they've put on, but there's definitely a coating on it.
Yeah, and I have to say, I don't know if they've changed the formula for their Mechanica standard grey rattle cans, but they're no longer exactly the same colour as the actual paint. They're slightly different.
Oh, really?
Almost imperceptibly, but it's there.
Yeah.
They're not quite exactly the same. It's like, really? Oh. Curses.
Whilst that is doing its thing, let's give that a quick dung out, because I want to weld that roof on before I start painting. Otherwise, I will forget. Then I'm going to have to repaint afterwards because I've not. Yeah.
What will you forget? I've forgotten.
I need to weld it on. Otherwise, I'll carry on painting, and then I'll have to weld through the paint I've just applied. So.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a thing.
You don't want to do that.
I am going. Just clean that brush.
Yeah, clean your brush.
Then weld that on, and then it's done then, and then I can carry on for the rest of the evening or night, whichever part is relevant to you, and get this painted up. Because now that I've started, it's grown on me immediately. And remember the other week, would it, where I was saying I'm not feeling it at the moment, because it's that stage in it where everything's a different colour, and then you prime it, it becomes uniform. Then the model starts talking to you, doesn't it?
Yep.
And it did that last week. It started to talk to me, and that colour, as soon as I've applied it, it's now starting to talk to me. So
it grounds it into a kind of real life thing, doesn't it? It just starts to feel real now. That's completely the wrong brush. I don't need that brush.
So I'm gonna do some white. So I might have the white arches underneath the arch. Yes. There you go. So I might have some white going on the arches.
We just do that instantly without thinking about it.
Absolutely. I might have a bit of the old blue. I'm going to do the Bluey as well. It's going to keep the logo on there. Oh, that's another thing I added to it. When I had my midweek fettle that I didn't have, obviously, because I don't fettle off camera, do I, Fox?
Yeah, I've never known you fettle off camera.
It's also got a bull bar on the front because it needed a bull bar.
Yeah. Although it'd be a space bull, be an ambull rather than a bull. Yeah.
So it has got that going on and all. So I will admit that I had a bit of a fettle. Not as much of a fettle as you.
I cut up some plastic forks. That was all I did. It was literally a half-hour job. Half-hour job. I didn't paint a load of dudes. That's a big fettle, that is.
Yeah, but I had my reasons.
I know your reasons.
Yeah, I have my reasons for doing it off air. So, bless. They still got to throw me under the bus, don't get me wrong.
Absolutely.
Because, this is what we both do, but...
Yeah. Now, seeing as I'm doing the Bluey version of my car, which is a Ford Fiesta, it behooves me to tell everybody that the final Ford Fiesta rolled off the plant today, rolled off the assembly line today. The last ever Ford Fiesta to be produced.
Oh, really?
It was produced today, yep. They've finished them after almost 50 years now. They started in 1976.
Oh.
And they've been going strong. It's been one of the most popular cars in Europe ever since.
Don't forget, 2024 is the year that Ford relaunches the Capri.
Oh, really? I bet it looks boring. Have you seen any pictures of it there?
Yeah, there's concept art on the internet, and it's going to be an electric vehicle.
That's all right. Nothing wrong with that. But does it look like modern, boring, slightly curvy boring, or does it look kind of awesome?
It looks like a Capri, that has been sliced along its waist and then grafted on to my Bluey car.
Oh.
You know, like that Range Rover that's got the really squat roof on it that no one likes?
Yeah.
Imagine the top half of that shaped like a Capri and you've got it.
So you mean it doesn't look anything like a 1970s muscle car at all?
No, it doesn't look anything like the Coke bottle Capri that we all remember and love.
God.
I am really so disappointed.
They really need to fire the guy that came up with the Mondeo, because he seems to have designed all the cars since, and they're all crap looking.
Jelly molds, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all like the Sierra was the start of it, but the Sierra got a bit of a pass because it was kind of innovative at the time. I had a Sierra; it was quite a nice car, but yeah, it's like, come on now. I mean, you know, the modern Mustang. What was it, 2010 or something when they did the new Mustang? You know, that was a bit rubbish compared to the real thing, but even that was all right. You could see the lineage from the original Mustang.
Yeah.
But no, if that's it needs to look like it needs to look like somebody's going to jump out of it in a leather safari jacket and flares. Otherwise, you're not doing it right.
Yeah, going indeedy.
That doesn't sound like something somebody on the professionals would say, but I'll give you that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was thinking of Jason King, wasn't I? Jason King. Do you remember that?
King, that's going back an extra 10 years, that is.
Yeah. Was it Bonehead and Foil, wasn't it? Was it Bonehead and Foil?
That was the professionals, wasn't it? Bonehead and Foil. Yeah, Bonehead and Thingy and Doyle, whatever they were called. That was the professionals.
Yeah.
Professionals.
Yeah, won't do that anymore.
No, never watched the professionals. Actually, I must admit, never seen it. I think I was more of a Sweeney man when I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
When I was a kid, I wasn't a man.
Yeah, Jack Regan. Shut up, you tart.
Shut up, you tart. Funniest thing is, John Thor was a northerner. He was
very well spoken, wasn't he, as well?
Well, no, he wasn't. That's the thing.
All right, I'll shut up then.
No, Mum and Dad used to hang out with him before he.
Name dropper, you.
I know. Well, you know, because they used to work at television and stuff. But anyway, before he got the job, they took the mickey out of him because he was just like a northern lad.
Yeah.
And he came in one day and he's like, I've got a job going for this thing called Red Cap.
Yeah.
He says, but I've got to put on a southern accent. I've got to be all like a sergeant major and stuff or whatever it was. So that's where that kind of John Thor voice came from.
Yeah.
But then he just started talking like that all the time, and everybody, Mum and Dad were saying, yeah, we just used to take the piss out of him because he was a northern monkey. He didn't sound like that. But he got that voice for Red Cap and then just kind of stuck with it. Mum was like, yeah, just get him drunk, then you'll see what he's like from real life.
Yeah.
But that's going back a long way. People my parents knew. Can't go back. Can't go back.
Oh, done. Oh, welded on. Happy days. Carry on me painting now, I'm happy. He's happy. I'm so happy, aren't you?
Welding on the yard.
Ah, cheers. H does think we're a bit nutty, us two.
Where she gets that idea from? Who's given her that idea?
She's watched these back, mate. She's like, do you know, you two really do need some form of committing.
There is no basis in fact for that entire presumption.
Yeah. I'm like, it's the correct answer. Yeah.
Oh, she's watched the streams. Oh, I'll shut up.
Yeah, she's seen what we get up to.
There's no evidence for that. I've watched your show. Oh,
your poor viewers in the chat. She says they must all think they're in the madhouse. Is the correct answer?
Yes.
And I said, "Yep, we do it well, dear. We do it well.
Absolutely. We play to our strengths.
Yeah, we really. Right. You can have all of that, like so." Right, get back on with me painting. La 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 la.
You're liking that kind of blue effect, aren't you? That kind of rusty painting.
Because it's Bluey car, isn't it? It's Bluey's car. Graham McRobert says, did Bodie from the professionals drive it? Yes, he did, mate.
Virgin dollar.
Graham McRoberts says someone's birthday's next week. Oh dear. More oil for me joints, but true enough though. Yeah, I'm birthday boy next week as well, Graham. So yeah, you go, mate. 56 years young.
I don't even understand that number.
Yeah.
Is that even a real number?
Wow, this is it. It's just like, yeah, you're as old as you feel. 111 E12.
Wow, I've managed to make sure all this Mechanica standard grey goes off the paper and into the sponge. Fantastic.
Oh, nice one.
Yes, yeah. I've not painted for a while. I've kind of lost the vibe. Painting like a 10-year-old.
Yeah, Graham says, oh, don't forget the banana split. Yeah. Happy days, mate. Yeah. Let's get some of that on there.
Apologies if I'm not in shot. I'm just kind of working off every corner there. Like
if you can let us know audio and video as well, folks, whether that's okay, and I will endeavour to try and stay on shot. It's just I don't want to burn PJ's retinas because I may not have a T-shirt on. And I don't want the camera angle to change and give him all kinds of bad retina moments because he'll never forgive me.
Stand by for retina scan.
Yeah. PJ's now got that image back in his head.
Oh, yeah.
See what I did there,
like
folks?
An earworm, like an eye worm.
Graham says he's 53 years young. Good day. When's your birthday then, Graham? Is it the same day as mine, mate, the 15th? Marcus says audio and video is fine. Brilliant. Are you all liking the new big screen as well? I know I've done it before using a different piece of software, but we wanted to bring it back because we both enjoyed the fact that it gives you a larger screen to see the Bluey car on, PJ. Mm-hmm. But yeah, are you liking it? Is it giving you the clarity you want? Because we're going out in 1080p or 1440p, should I say? Is it 1440p we're going out in? Yeah.
1080p upscale to 1440, I think.
Yeah.
If you want to be specific about it.
So hopefully you're enjoying it and it's giving you what you want.
Yeah.
If it isn't, there ain't a lot we can do about it.
If what you want is a big bowl full of melons, then obviously it's not giving you that.
Yeah.
We can't really help you with that one. That's a bit niche.
Marcus says it looks great, the new screen. Yeah, I mean, it's, hopefully, gives you a nice bigly picture. So.
I'd actually forgotten that Mechanica Standard Grey is not exactly a nice colour to paint with.
There you go. Little circular motions is all I'm doing, folks. Little circular motions. And if you notice, I'm not actually destroying this brush as I'm doing it.
I know. How rare.
Lesson learned.
Yep. It's not turned into a T-shape, has it?
The bobbin says, yeah, we can really see a great view of Fox's ear. Is he in the headshot? Because I'm not looking at the screen, so...
Yes, unfortunately, it's, where I can put the camera often means that you'll get the back of my head.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
for the size of these things...
Yeah, it's not intentional, put it that way, but...
No, it's... Unfortunately, when you are filming big things, sadly, you have to have the camera a long way away, and there's no way to guarantee...
Yeah.
You don't get your bonds in shot. It's a bit of a pain.
We try not to, folks.
We do.
Little swirly motion. Swirly, 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 swirly.
Little swirly motion. Why am I painting the steering wheel grey? It's going to be black. I can leave it.
Exactly.
Have we had any benches and bellies?
Yes, we did. We had one from PJ earlier on.
Ooh, lovely.
Marcus says, what are you doing with the Bluey cars when done? Auctioning them, hopes. I honestly don't know, Marcus, what I'm going to do. It might go into the Warhammer collection for a while, but... Yeah, it's one of them, mate. Honestly don't know.
Well, I'll happily sell mine. I don't care. I'll sell it. I'm not fussed.
Oh,
you know me.
Oh, there you go. Fox is going to sell these, folks. There's a surprise.
Yeah. Boys got to eat.
Yeah, same here, mate.
Nobody will want to buy it, but never mind. It's worth a try. I don't know.
It's one of those.
Maybe I'd do it for a charity type sale or something, because it's silly enough, light-hearted enough that you could do it as a charity thing. I suppose that would be something.
I haven't really given it a thought, to be quite honest with you. It's such a one-off thing. It's like,
yeah.
Might sit on the shelf for a little while, Marcus. Why is that? Are you keen on it? I'll use that while you're asking.
I don't think anybody wants to buy mine. I can see them wanting to buy yours because it's just nonsense. Mine must be a bit boring, but yeah, I can see people wanting to pick up yours.
I doubt it. I've never, ever sold a model kit.
How many have you put on eBay?
None. Never. I've never done it.
There you go then.
Yeah, but again, at risk of you telling me off, I've never thought my work was good enough to sell, mate. It's just me being brutally honest. Now, can't tell me off for that.
I'm not going to tell you off for that, because that's what everybody hopefully thinks.
Yeah.
That's what a proper artist thinks. Nobody want to buy my stuff.
Exactly.
I'm not painting this grey. It's going to be black. But I know you'd sell it. You'd sell stuff.
I'm just not that confident in me work, mate. So,
I know.
Can't say I'm anything but honest.
You are many things. One of them is honesty. But
absolutely, mate.
Swig of water.
I try, don't get me wrong, I try my hardest to do. Every build I do, I treat with the utmost respect and try my best. But I certainly wouldn't say I'm a David Hunter or Paul Bretland style builder, so...
I don't know. I need a clumpy clump.
PJ says, someone else the same age, 56 as you, is Salma Hayek. To be honest, I'd rather look at her than you. Couple of reasons, just saying. Well, I'm growing a couple of reasons. My wiki moves, PJ, as you know, they're a sight to behold, mate.
I think your reasons might be bigger than Salma Hayek's reasons.
Yeah, a lot of effort's gone into these.
Yeah.
And all I can say is they're 100% natural. They've not been enhanced by a plastic surgeon of any kind.
Yeah. And you get to see Festa's reasons for free, because you never have to pay any money to see Festa's reasons.
And absolutely. And of course, don't forget they're tattooed as well. So you've got something to look at that's artistic.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So,
Philistines. Such Philistines. Right. Now, how am I going to do these chairs?
There you go. Bearing in mind, this is only the first coat of this going down. There may be additional coats or brighter bits and centres of panels. But
get your brighter bits out.
Look, that's a bloody car, and it's like
it's coming together now, isn't it?
Yeah, brum brum noises have been had.
He's already doing the brum brum noises, isn't he?
Yeah. It's funny. I mean, you didn't think I would be up for this when you first was muting the idea. Very early hours of the morning, wasn't it? And as soon as you sent me the picture, this is what I saw in my head. Does that give you an understanding of how disturbed I am?
I've always known how disturbed you are.
Yeah. But literally, that's the first thing that come into my head was this chopped roof Humvee look. And, yeah.
I think the moment you hocked the roof off is when I started to realise what you were doing.
Yes.
I started to understand.
Yeah, a few people, when I chopped the roof down, were like, what on earth are you doing, man? It's like, you'll see.
You will see with your eyes. It will happen.
A vision is in there. It just needs to come from my head to yours. Wendy James, any day. Transvision Vamp, Graham, yes. Now you're talking.
Transvision Vamp, good God, what?
Her appearance on Top of the Pops, baby, I don't care. Just saying, Graham, just saying, mate. You might need some alone time now, Graham.
Now I've got to paint the seats, and I want to do them like a... My car seats are not, of course, leather. They're just normal grey material. The interior of my car is basically grey.
Oh, right.
So it's not really interesting, because it's a Ford Fiesta. My seats are grey, My furniture's grey and the carpet's grey. So I'm going to give myself brown leather seats, because why not?
Yeah. A
I'm not sure
Fiesta
whether to start
upgrade.
Yeah, I'm not sure what brown to start with. How dark to go.
Well, why not start with a Ballor brown and put a snakebite leather over it?
I've actually got any snake. Oh, I have got snakebite leather. Well, I was going to do a lot of dry brushing to give the worn effect, but I don't know. Where's Ballor brown? I've got some somewhere.
It is quite light, but once you put the, what's his name? Snakebite over it, it does done. That's what I've done my seats with originally.
Yeah, because that's
Ballor
like
brown.
yeah, it's like similar to that colour. It's like a redder version of that.
Yeah. Depends on what you're after, mate. You know.
Or
What would I know?
how about... No, you're not wrong with that. So I was going to start with Rhinox hide, but that's probably a bit too...
Yeah, it's dark, isn't it?
Yeah, and I want a kind of 1970s look. Maybe Mornfang brown
Oh, that's good
and a
shirt.
Normal wash. And then I can use Ballor brown and XV88.
As highlighters for
back a
worn
bit.
effects, yeah.
Yeah, and then a very, very light... I could do some very light highlights of something like Ushabti Bone. To give it that bit where the edge has been scuffed. Okay, that'll do.
Such
Let's
a
start
good
with
colour that is, a Shabbat bone.
Ushabti Bone. I just like saying it.
I'd never have
Every
guessed.
time Duncan said it, I did a little happy dance.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because he used to say Ushabti Bone. Because Duncan's brilliant. He's married now, you know.
Is he?
Yeah,
That's a Mrs. Duncan.
I know.
Happy days.
He's also got a dog. He's got a pug.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, because we got the 3D printed ones, didn't we?
Oh yeah. I can't really support having a pug because it's not a man's dog. It's not a good dog. It's
a Duncan dog, though.
I know. It gives it extra points.
You know,
It's not like...
I couldn't imagine Duncan as a Rottweiler man, you know?
No. He's the kind of person that would have like a big dopey dog of some sort.
Yeah, Red Setter, St. Bernard.
Yeah, Labradors.
Yeah, Bloodhound.
Big Durkee 50, Heinz 57 of some sort.
Yeah.
Hey, buy a cup and see the reek grand. I don't know why I said that.
Nor do I.
But you love me anyway.
You seemed happy enough saying it, though.
I'm always happy saying it. I'm Northerner. I have to say it. It's in my contract.
Well, contractually obliged.
Yep.
There you go, see.
Genetically predisposed to Northern sayings.
Coming together?
Ooh, yeah. I'd say.
There you go.
Most cromulent, I would say. It is starting to look.
It's getting there. Edward Leonard is in. Squishy alert. Proper squishy this time.
I did a proper squishy last time.
There you go. Hey, good evening, good morning, or whatever time of day it is for you, Edward. Hope you're doing all right, mate. Probably going to be evening, isn't it? He's on the other side of the pond. Edward says, did you put down your chipping fluid? No, I didn't bother. I'm just dry brushing over the rust this time, mate. Using a totally different technique.
Mm-hmm. I think about doing chipping fluid sometimes, then I end up just doing manual chipping if I need it.
Yeah.
Because it's fun.
Yeah. But because I'm doing such a faded dry brush effect on it, I just thought, well...
Now, see, if I was painting this to look like my actual car,
yeah,
I'd have to do chipping in the way that I actually did on my actual car.
Oh, right,
which was to paint it with Audi Ipanema Brown.
Yeah.
Then use actual Humbrol Mascol.
Yeah.
To make loads of chips, and then paint over it with the Volkswagen Golf Blue.
Yeah.
And then peel the masking tape off, the masking fluid off, and then use some Scotch-Brite pads just to soften the edges, because the Golf Blue's an acrylic paint, so you can scuff it back off again. There's the Ipanema Brown's lacquer. And we actually did that.
Go on. On screen there, John McPherson's just subscribed to me channel. Thank you for your subscription, John.
Welcome, John.
Welcome, mate.
First coat of paint always looks terrible.
Yeah. And it's getting over that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your first coat of paint is always, I like painting with potatoes and dead cats. You have to just let yourself get past that.
Yeah.
You always think, oh, I've just picked up a terrible brush. It's like, no, it doesn't matter what brush you use, it will always look like that. Don't worry.
It's one of those, just persevere with it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Persevere.
Edward says evening is the correct answer. Ah, brilliant.
Guten Abend.
Yeah. Let's have a bit of that on there. I still don't know.
I have just realised I forgot to cut the door latches off the doors.
Oh, was you going to do that?
Lock.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they look a bit nonsense, but it's too late now. So
yeah, I got the saw out with them. They pretty much was one of the first things that went. It was, they don't fit in with my Humvee look.
No, I forgot mine, so they'll just have to survive.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yes. Yes. Do. I'm painting like an idiot.
Nothing wrong with that.
Don't like the first coat of any paint.
I always paint like an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy. I'm happy when I'm doing it.
Because I'm an idiot.
I'm happy in my head. That's where it matters.
I'm Happy. I'm Happy. What was he actually in hospital for in that series?
I honestly don't know, mate.
I've forgotten who the main character was now. Actor was. I can't remember who it was now. It
Peter
was,
Bowles and the other bloke out of the Likely Lads, wasn't it? Not Rodney Hughes, but the other one.
Yeah.
I can never remember his name, I'm afraid.
No. But it's like, what were they supposed to be in hospital for?
Yeah.
You don't get words like that.
Was it James Marriott by any chance? Was it something like that, his name? I can't honestly, for the life of me, think.
I can see Peter Bowles.
Yeah, I can see him. He was a bit mousy brown hair colour, wasn't he? I can't think of the actor's name now. He played alongside Rodney Hughes, didn't he, in the Likely Lads? James Bolam. There you go, Spiddy.
That's it.
So I got the first name right. I was totally wrong with the second. Because that would have kept me awake tonight, Spid. I hope you realise you have saved me a lot of heartache.
Yeah.
See, I would have been frantically sending moob shots to PJ in the hope that he would tell me.
Yeah, PJ would have been frantically turning every device off in the hope that you would stop.
Yeah.
He would have been frantically Googling who the hell was in this thing because I need to stop these... Yeah,
my eyes.
The goggles, they do nothing. They were all in the hospital for months and never seemed that unwell, says Spid.
Yeah.
It's true.
It was a strange show, wasn't it? There was a couple of seasons of it, if I remember rightly, though. It wasn't just a one-hit wonder, was it?
No, I think there were a few seasons of it, yeah. It wasn't just a one-off, no. It went on for a while, I think. I need to get a little... you sent me... Where's that thing you sent me with the holes in it? Now, you see, this is the thing. You sent me that thing to put me sticks in.
Yeah.
And I've got no idea where the hell I put it.
You spoons.
Where did it? It would come in handy right about now.
Yeah.
Oh well. I'll just grab a piece of foam. I know it's somewhere. I just can't think where I'm putting the damn thing. God damn it! You sent me that thing specifically so I just don't have to use bits of foam. I am such a spoon. God damn it, Fox.
Probably left it in the box.
No, I probably put it in one of my drawers somewhere, but I don't know which one, and I won't start fanning around. Or
you put it in that special place somewhere safe.
Yeah. I would have had a logical train of thought because I've got everything. I was like, I would have put it in a place. I thought, right, this is the thing for putting sticks in, so I shall put it here where it logically needs to go. But I've got no idea what the thought process was as to what the logical place would be for it. So I'm like,
in the drawer with the sticks.
No, because they're full of sticks. The drawer's just full. It's too small.
Oh right. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'll print you another one. That'll be the easiest option.
I'll find it. It'll be somewhere. Right. Okay, well, in the absence of that, then, I shall...
Slowly happened to you.
I know. Mind you, I'm not like the one that lost all my Baneblade parts that were inside the Baneblade.
Oh, damn it. Damn it, you tart. Yeah,
Can't find me bits.
Yeah, 1 hour.
The bits?
1 hour looking around frantically before last week's
away,
stream.
flying thing. I'm being attacked, sorry.
Yeah.
Corvus Black. I can't get this Corvus Black open. There we go. I'm thinking Corvus Black might be a good... Is it Corvus Black? A good colour for me bumpers and me wing mirrors and things.
Oh, right,
Dark Reaper, sorry. No, Dark Reaper even. I don't know why I said Corvus Black, but it's actually Dark Reaper. Do. I think my wet palette is not that wet.
Yeah, mine dried up really quick earlier, which is why I'm just taking straight from the pot onto the texture palette. And yeah,
I'm going to take some of my drinking water and just put it in because screw it. It's just...
Yeah, I found my wet palette literally was instantly dry as soon as I'd wet it. So it was like, yeah, that worked well. So I'll get this initial first coat down and then I shall go over with a bigger brush then. So I can smooth it all off.
Smooth! Nice and smooth. Thank you very much. Nice and smooth. Smoothly, does it now? Smoothly.
Smooth, like and subscribe. See what I did?
Ah, that was pretty smooth, that was.
And I did all the pimpage today unprompted.
I know, nobody told you to do it. You just did it without thinking.
I know, how proud of you.
I know, we'll get the doctor out tomorrow.
Well, I thought he's fettling. I want to disturb his fettling. Is it a moist palette? Says Spiddy. Moist.
I could do that, but I'm in the middle of painting.
That's why I did it.
Curses.
Yeah, you missed.
Stole my moist.
You missed a moist opportunity, didn't you?
I missed a moist.
Mildly moist. I am sure you will make up for it, mate.
Yeah.
Let's lose that wing mirror.
I'll find my way home.
Oh, I see what he did there.
And that song's now in at least 2 people's head.
Yeah. Vangelis, wasn't it?
John and Vangelis. John Anderson of Yes fame.
Yes.
And Vangelis of Vangelis fame.
Yeah.
Who died last year.
Yes. I
think it was last year.
Sadly no longer with us.
Mm-hmm. It was amazed me, you know, when he died. And I was reading like the Wikipedia and stuff and reading all the articles. And it is amazing, given the world today, and given he was in the public eye, although he wasn't a celebrity, he wasn't like a pointless, vapid celebrity type.
Yeah.
People knew who he was. It is amazing how little is actually known about him.
Yeah.
Because like all the articles were like, normally they'll say he is survived by his wife such and such and his daughter and his son this and that. And it's like, nobody actually knew who he was survived by.
Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't a very publicity conscious man, was he, you know?
Yeah. One article was saying, you know, we're not even sure if he was even married or not. We don't even know if he's got kids. Yeah. And he just kept himself to himself. And it's like, oh, that's great.
Well, yeah, it's work and private life, isn't it? So that should be.
Yeah.
Jeff has been a Festa channel member for 25 months.
I thought you were going to say 25 years then. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Thank you, Jeff, for your continued support, my friend.
Yes.
Massively appreciated.
You ask me, where do I go? I'll say, I can't tell you when.
Graham says, won't be on live stream due to real life issue. You know what I'm talking about. Cheers. Yeah, no worries. PJ says, my brain has taken out a restraining order on my eyes to stop them from looking in the direction of anything resembling Colin's moves. Yeah, but you're thinking about them, PJ. That's the thing.
Yeah. Doesn't matter how hard you try. When you tell your brain you can't do something.
Yeah.
I tell my brain every night not to include any of my exes in any of my dreams, and yet every night it's like, you know what, I'm going to put one of your... Oh, you git.
Yeah.
And they're usually telling me off or something, and it's like, stop. I tell my brain off every day. My brain's been giving me some very dark dreams lately.
Oh, is it? Is it going through one of them stages again?
Sometimes it gives me like a comedy episode or an adventure. The next night it's giving me some real dark, like, I wake up and I'm like, whoa, what?
Yeah, what was that all about? Yeah.
Yeah, let's not think about that one again, eh, brain, shall we? Let's not do that one again.
Yeah, it is weird, isn't it? Some of the places that your dreams take you to. Yeah,
I was dreaming last night. At one point, I was in like a diner.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I was kind of there, but I was observing. And it was obviously a setup to assassinate the president in this dream. I don't know why.
Yeah.
So I'm sat there in this diner. I'm like, this is a complete setup now. It's going to be assassinated. And the next thing, it cuts like a TV show. It cuts to, and Joe Biden's outside on the pavement, and he knows it's a trap, right?
Yeah.
And this, you know how like you know things in the dream, you're aware and you understand what's in the dreams without being told. So in the dream, I'm aware that I know that Joe Biden's there, and he knows he's going into a trap, and they might try and assassinate him because he's been captured or whatever. So he's making a phone call to somebody. Like he's making his last phone call, but he's using coded messages to say he's in trouble. And he says some weird things, but then I look up and I suddenly see across the road is like a building with loads of signs on it. And he's basically reading out things that are on the signs to give a clue as to where he is.
Yes.
And then the next thing, I'm up at the top of this building.
Night, Marcus, by the way, because Marcus is just popping off.
Night, Marcus.
Yeah, carry on, mate.
So now I'm on the top of this building, and there's 3 people at the top of the building who are obviously there to rescue the president. Yeah. And I'm just there and watching. And they all jump down off this building, and they're kind of floating down to the floor. Except one of them is Peter Capaldi, dressed up as Doctor Who.
Right.
And he's got his tailcoat on, but the flaps of the tailcoat are sticking out the back. And in each of the tailcoat flaps is a small, like a drone motor, like, you know, the spinning propeller things built into the flap of the jacket, so he can float down dead slowly. And they're obviously there to rescue him. And I woke up and I'm like,
what was that
was
all
a
about?
weird dream. Yeah. That was a weird dream, but my brain had the presence of mind to actually include like drone copter blades in the tails of his coat to explain why he's floating down. I'm like, no idea where the hell this is all coming from. Little glimpse into the world of kind of crap my brain comes up with.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
Mm-hmm. Certainly is, Stanley.
Hopefully the algorithm doesn't pick up too many of them words.
I'd be fine. Oops, nearly spilled me water.
We hope Mr. Biden lives a long, prosperous life. Everyone's saying take care to Marcus. Yeah, you mind. There you go, mate. Nice to see you in, buddy. Oh, it's nice.
Aye.
Nice to see everyone in, always.
Yeah. It always amazes me that people give up their time so willingly to watch us just do nonsense.
Well, this is it.
It fills my heart.
It's
join.
very humbling that people come in and watch us and come back and see us, and it really does mean a lot. I know it sounds a bit soppy when we say it, but we really, really do mean it. And
Yeah.
you know, we always speak about it when we come off air, and it's just like, yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. You have to remember, at the end of the day, we're just two middle-aged guys doing nonsense, and the fact that people think that we're interesting enough to give up our time, either, you know, not just on my channel as well, and just whatever we do, it's just, it's humbling, and it's very nice that people
really
are willing
is.
to do that.
And when we say thanks, we really do mean it.
Yeah. I mean, I try my best to, you know, take time out to watch other people's stuff, you know, in the community that, you know, that watch our stuff, just to, you know, be nice about it. It's not always possible for me, sadly, but as and when I can, I do take time out to pay it back, pay it forward, however you want to put it. Repay the favour.
That's what you meant.
I'll tell you what I've started doing though, Colin, that since you said you do it to mine, and I've never thought of it before, is putting your stuff on getting your playlists up and just playing them in the background.
Yeah, it's something I do with yours every weekend, mate.
Yeah.
We was having this chat off air, and Fox was saying, oh, what you know, because I'd moved my camera and you caught a glimpse, wasn't it, of the monitor. Oh, what's that? And I said, I set up a playlist every week so that you can earn a bit of revenue, because you've not been streaming for a while, and it's just some click-throughs on your channel, and I just load a playlist and let it run. And you was quite surprised by that,
I was
wasn't
like,
you?
why did I never think of doing that? Yeah, why did I never think of doing that on yours? It's like I could just have it run in the background, just mute it off, do whatever else I'm doing.
Yeah.
If I'm on the Xbox or working or something, just have that going on in the
It's
background.
like when I'm filming a build, I just load up one of his playlists and let it play through, because you're getting paid for the adverts, and it's just a click through on your channel, isn't it? Because so, and did you feel emboldened once you had done it?
I did.
Yeah.
I felt like I'd done my good deed for the day.
Does make you feel good, doesn't it?
And if it helps anybody out at all, I've now got I'll Find My Way Home completely stuck in my head. I've been hit with my own splash damage. Gosh darn it. It's all very slow. What are these eyes doing? Yes, I think we'll have to just manually paint this guy's eyes.
You're not happy, are you, with them eyes?
Oh no, I'm fine. I'm fine now. I was hoping to keep the eyes, but the fact that the paint was coming off them anyway means I couldn't have used it.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Oh, hello, brush. This paint's drying far too slowly. Needs to dry faster.
Edward says Joe Biden probably can't read anymore anyway. Yeah. Yeah, it's just I'm being very diplomatic, Edward, in case YouTube's algorithm singles out Fox's dream and puts 2 and 2 together and comes up with 10, mate, and kills me monetization, because the algorithm's been behaving rather weirdly lately.
Yeah.
I don't know what they've done, but
I don't know if it's that accurate. It might be.
I don't know. But there are keywords.
Yeah,
There are keywords that really, you know. That's why we don't normally do religion and politics.
well, also because it's just a really dumb thing to talk about, because it's a really bad idea.
Yeah.
Never ends well if you do religion and politics.
No.
No.
So let's get a bit of that on there. There will be some checks going on at some point, checkers.
Yay.
So, because, yeah, I do like painting checkers. You might have noticed. I conceal it well.
I feel immensely proud that I'm the one that introduced you to orcs, and that you've now found your passion for painting checker patterns.
Yeah.
And it's weird because I too have a passion for painting checker patterns. It's kind of a pain in the bum because you're like, oh, I really can't be bothered painting. It's so fiddly and complicated. But at the same time, it's like, I've just painted checker patterns and they look fantastic.
It's really rewarding.
I know.
PJ says, how are you going to treat those very shiny tiles? It's only had one coat of paint, PJ. Give us a chance, mate. Only its base colour, mate.
Yeah, mine's just the primer black at the minute.
Yeah.
I've not even thought about that. I did forget to take the mould line right down the middle of the wheel and primed it. I'm like, oh, crap. Oh, well, never mind. It's a toy.
Yeah, I know they're very shiny tyres at the moment, but this is base coats.
Base coats. Da, 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 da.
All got to be weathered up yet, mate.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He's having a go at me already.
I know. How can you nitpick a children's toy? I do not know.
You know me, mate. All my work gets nitpicked.
Is that a standard Michelin tread pattern you've got in them tyres there, Colin?
Uh,
Have you mixed a Continental tread pattern with a Michelin tread pattern? You can't do that.
Yeah, there may have been some ideas gleaned from road tyres, but yeah.
I'm mocking PJ Miles gently.
Oh, there you go. You've opened a can of worms now.
No, I know. I like worms.
Worms.
It is right. It's just on a completely different tangent. When it comes to words, worms is such a great word.
Oh, yeah.
You can't get better than the word worm or worms.
I know, PJ. I know. I've got no idea at the moment, mate. I've probably airbrushed them with a bit of rubber black, but they're going to be dusted up and everything yet. Because obviously this is going to be pretty gnarly vehicle, you might have noticed.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
We're just ribbing, dude. We're not.
Yeah, you know me, PJ. I'm just pulling your chain.
Yeah, we're just ribbing you gently.
Bloody rivet, can't I?
I know. Pain in the ass, isn't it?
It's all right. He'll get me back. He always does.
It's the way of things.
It's a little battle that we've got going, and I still owe him. I still owe him for the hot pants Photoshop. I haven't forgotten, you know.
I'm sure you owe me for something, but I can't remember what I did.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember exactly what you did, but yeah.
I'm not about to remind you either. Hooray! If I could remember it, I wouldn't tell you.
Yeah, absolutely, but yeah.
I'm not sure what colour to do the wheel, the spare wheel cover. On my old Land Rover, it was just black.
I'm going to do mine. The writing's going to be plain blue, and I'm going to have the mottled, and I might have some checkers going around the edges, the blue and blue checkers all the way around. That's what I'm thinking. But as you noticed, it's been put to one side so that I can carry on thinking. Because the keen-eyed people will notice I've done a rust effect on the wheel cover.
I need to do some research now.
Just
I need to
saying.
remind myself.
So in my little world, this is actually a metal wheel cover. Yeah, I may have got carried away with rust effecting and forgot that I was actually doing the wheel cover in a rust effect.
I'm pretty sure there are metal wheel covers.
Yeah, so I'm hoping there are because I've done a rust effect on it.
Bluey logo is basically a very light version of Thunderhawk blue.
Yeah.
Around white or blue on white.
Yeah.
I was debating what colour to paint this. But if that's going to be, if the text is blue, I don't really want to paint the wheel cover white.
No.
I've still got Find My Way Home in my head. I'm going to have to go and listen to it, aren't I, at some point?
You are.
Oh, God, there's an album of Bluey music. I probably shouldn't know that.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear. Oh, it could be. You can sometimes have white text on a blue background. That would work. Wait, Bluey the movie? What? This is relevant to my interests.
Oh, for God's sake. So please don't say there's a film of it.
I don't know.
He wants me to watch 3 seasons of it, let alone a film. Golden Bennett.
Yeah. So I could do white text on a blue wheel cover. That would work.
Yeah.
Okay. That would work. It's very brave me doing a Google search on live on telly because you never know what might pop up in the autocomplete.
Yeah,
I could be making a terrible mistake for all I know. I shall start, as you have, with some Thunderhawk blue.
Yeah.
But just as a base coat, because I'll go for a lighter blue, but I'll just do it as base colour.
Oh, yeah, this is base colour. I've got, what else have I got there? I've got Lothern blue as well.
Lothern blue, well, that's very nice, that.
So,
well, I'm just I'm just using this in the same way you'd put, say, brown under a gold colour or,
Yeah.
you know, yellow under a red or something like that. Just, oh God, if it's actually usable, I'm not even sure. Do, 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 do. Your friend is close by your side. He speaks in far ancient tongues. It's stuck in my head. I cannot get it out.
If you're doing lyrics, won't that affect my copyright if you're quoting live lyrics?
No, it's only if you sing them. It's the tune.
All right.
You can
Just
quote
asking.
lyrics as much as you want. Yeah, no. Speaking them doesn't make any difference.
Because, yeah.
He's not the problem. That's not the right brush.
I hope
No,
so.
it's fine. It's if you're singing them.
Can't afford to lose any more monetisation.
No. That's such a nice knife. Such a nice colour, that Thunderhawk blue.
It is, isn't it?
It's just lovely. I like it very much.
Yeah.
The first coat always looks terrible.
Oh, yeah, absolutely does it. But
When you get a couple of coats on, oh.
it just gives you an idea the direction it's going. That's all I want from tonight is just a couple of base colours down so that I can see the direction it's going in is where I think it should.
Yep.
Because we've all done it. You start putting colour down and then you change something out because you don't feel it. So,
Oh, Cole, look at that. Look at that. Cole, look. Oh,
I'll go for it.
big-
Got a bogey. Got a booger.
Oh, look at that. Oh, yes. It's a very scratchy pot of paint, this. It's quite old.
Yeah, it's got a booger.
Yeah.
And we've gone and done that thing of mounting stuff and then forgetting that you've got to get behind it and paint it. It's like, yeah. But that's where weathering comes in handy, folks.
Your friend and mine, weathering the crap out of things to hide stuff.
Yes. Right. Okay.
That sounded decisive. Right.
Yeah, right.
Listen up, lads. I've got an idea.
So we got a bit of that going on. We could, in theory.
I don't know if you
then.
can see inside this wheel, so I better paint the inside of it.
I honestly don't know. I've never really looked. But if it comes to it, yeah.
I mean, I can't remember if it pops up above the rear window or not. It
I
might
think
not,
it does. Yeah, it does for a bit. Could be a conveniently placed bit of plastic card going in, or I might just plug it with green stuff.
but plug it with green stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I will do. Yes.
This poor little Bluey car.
You love it.
It has turned into a strange little project, isn't it?
Endearing in its charm. And I have to say, because it's a toy and it's not at all being taken seriously, I'm finding myself not worrying about things. Like, it's like, oh, I've left a mould line on the wheel. Ah, well. Because it's a silly fun toy.
It's only fun, he says optimistically. That's what we're telling ourselves anyway.
Yeah. Now, come back to me in 10 years when I've made 30 of these and I'm doing things like cutaways of a scratch-built engine in the engine bay and things like that, and I'll tell you how much of a curse it's become. Yes. I'll be like, why did I ever start that?
I'll know when it's become a thing if either MFH or Hero Boy start releasing detail upsets for it.
Oh, yeah. Now, the advantage I've got with my real car is it's got no wheel hubs or hubcaps. I've just got the black interior wheel rims.
Yeah.
Just like with no cap, so I can just, and they're just rusty and stuff, so I don't have to paint them. I can leave them black. Yay! Rust them up a little bit. No glitz and glamour on my car. Do 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 do. Right. Mental note: the first coat always looks terrible. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's what I'm desperately trying to keep in mind as I carry on through the pain barrier.
You just, sometimes when you're painting small things like little figures and stuff, you don't always get this stage because you're painting such small things that it doesn't become apparent. But when you're painting something big and you've got big loads of paint on your palette and none of your brushes are big enough to do like big, nice, smooth coats, so you end up with streaks. It's like I'm sitting here thinking all my brushes are rubbish. It's not. I'm just having to paint with the biggest things I can find.
Yes.
Like this is a shade brush, and it's like, you know what? It's great for doing this. So it's even more.
It's just the insanity of it. It's just like, it's a bit mad, isn't it? Let's be honest.
You're a bit mad.
I like being a bit mad. You might have noticed.
Yeah.
Right, we've got visible orange there, so let's lose
Fox, touch the bit that's wet. That'd be great, thanks.
Oh, you spud, you like.
Visible orange. Oh, do you know what I did yesterday?
What's that?
I mean, you don't, obviously, that's what I'm about to tell you, but I was reading a conversation on Reddit about something, I don't know what it was now. And somebody mentioned, do you remember the TV series Starfleet? Not Starfleet as in Star Trek, but Starfleet, the Japanese Jerry Anderson style thing.
Nope.
It was all puppets. It was like Jerry Anderson style puppets. But it was very Japanese in its style. And it was basically, it's hard to explain. They had this big spaceship called the X-Bomber, and then as part of that they had this like giant, like obviously Japanese giant robot, like a giant Gundam thing, but there was like 3 bits that came together and the pilots flew each bit, and they were fighting this alien race. And anyway, it doesn't really matter. It was on in the 80s, very early 80s, and I had fond memories of it as a kid. So somebody mentioned it, I thought, I remember that. So I went and watched an episode and I was like, wow, that was the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought Terrorhawks was bad. No. I thought, wow, childhood memory really is like rose-tinted. You don't realise how much rose-tinted childhood memories are.
You look at some of the shows you watched and then you might find them years later and you think, I remember that. It was brilliant. And you watch the first episode and you're like, yeah, that really wasn't as good as I remembered it. No.
I remember I'd never actually watched Metal Mickey, but I did watch an episode of it recently because somebody talked about it and it was like, wow, people like this? It's crap.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
It was bad, wasn't it?
It was absolute dire. And I'm like,
I never liked it at the time.
Even in the 80s, that sense of humour was...
Buck Rogers as well. That was another one, wasn't it? It's like, oh, my God.
It's like the original Battlestar Galactica. You watch it now and you're like, oh, really? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
This was
good at some point. This was considered good? The height of entertainment? Really? Wow. We were idiots, clearly.
EJ says, I think your bizarre dreams are telling you that you're a creative person, which makes me wonder when we... Yeah, never mind. Oh, gauntlet thrown down. Gauntlet thrown down.
I see what he's doing there.
Bless.
If you prick me, do I not bleed? I don't know.
Yeah, show us on the dolly where the nasty Bluey car hurt you.
Right, I don't need to do any interior grey paint, I don't think, because that's all touched up and cleaned up nicely. Have a wash on it. So.
You've been touching up your interior.
Touching up my interior parts, yes. It doesn't need to be perfect because it's going to have a wash on it, a black wash. And then I'm going to dry brush it all back. That might take quite a while to do that, but hey. I'm not going to paint in the dials that are glued onto the dashboard yet because they'll come last.
I'm there for a minute. Because I've realised I've actually got the turret to do yet as well. Got to paint my turret, dude.
Paint all your turrets. Paint all your turrets and guns.
I see what you did there.
You're most impressed. Most impressive.
I am actually, yeah. Your inner Mockney is coming along well.
That's all right then. Now, I don't know what colours to use on Fox, what colours to paint. I know what colour he is, but I don't know how that equates to what colours I've got.
Let's have a bit of that.
A little bit of that.
So, chatlings, what you got
Chatlings,
planned?
like
Yeah, what you got planned for the weekend then? Are you going anywhere? Are you going to any sporting events? Or are you just chillaxing with your family? What is your weekend wonderments?
Ooh, wonderments, you say?
Yeah.
Sweet orange.
I don't know whether the chat's died or whether we've just sent them all to sleep. So I thought I'd ask a question.
All of the above, I think.
Probably all of the above.
Anything's possible in the next half hour.
Probably that enamoured with the Bluey car that they're transfixed into silence.
I like that word, transfixed.
They're transfixed. Either that or, as PJ would say, nah, mate, it's just sheer disbelief. Yeah, I know, mate.
Disbelief.
I disbelieve it myself, mate. It's like...
I believe in monocles.
I'm like, I must be mad.
You are. We all are. Everybody is.
And I've got me mirrors to put in on this yet, which I'm going to cheat with. I'm just going to use some central heating ducting tape.
Cheating? Cheating? How very dare you, sir?
Yeah, because it's shiny, mirror-like, and it sticks. How do I know that it sticks, I hear you ask?
How do you know that it sticks? I'm sorry, I'm looking for paints in my drawer.
Because I covered the inner roof lining and seats of Ringo, my abandoned Beetle.
Oh, yes.
With the same foil, folks, yeah.
Ah. Was it most efficacious?
Oh, it was. I was proper made up, I was. Ringo wasn't, but I was happy.
Ringo's never happy.
Exactly.
I'm actually going into my Vallejo paints now to look for oranges. This isn't something that normally happens, people.
There you go.
Ooh. Flat flesh.
So
Why would flat flesh be orange?
We'll have a bit of that, just as it's first layer. I'm beginning to like it. It's beginning to grow on me a bit, and I'm like,
Is it starting to sit with you? Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's beginning to have that. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to let that just sit on there for a moment whilst I do the turret.
Turret.
Same effect. There may or may not be some white panels going on this turret as well. So I shall do them once I've done this, just to see whether it needs it. So. Again, same process. Yeah, sorry, mate. You was trying to speak and I was chatting. I apologise.
No, sorry. I was muttering to myself. Sorry. I'm not looking for that. I was just that was me doing muttering. Oh, I've just closed Chrome. What a spoon.
Oh, you spudularity.
Oh, no.
PJ says I'll be
yeah.
watching F1 qualifying and the race on Sunday. Maybe taking a bit of tennis, modelling the rest of the time. Yeah, they're talking about Sunday. I'm not sure yet as to whether I will stream this Sunday. Purely and simply because it is supposed to be uber hot. And
yeah.
I'm sweating buckets now and it's midnight, early hours of the morning now. So if it's going to be the big 30-degree heat, I might give this Sunday a miss.
Yes.
So keep an eye on my channel, folks. But knowing how the heat affected me last time, I'm going to play it a bit safer.
Yeah, you went a bit doolally last time, didn't you?
I did. It did really, yeah.
I haven't really got any colours that match Fox's proper colour,
Yeah.
but...
So if you don't see a show go up, it means that I won't be doing it. I'll put a thing in the group and on the community page of the channel as a yay or nay. But yeah. So I can't guarantee that I'll be about this weekend, folks,
No.
because yeah.
You will do your best.
Or shall I just say, do you know something? Let's just knock it on the head for a week and I'll come back next week. At least people know then, don't they?
We can always just have a quick look at the Met Office website tomorrow and then...
Yeah, see how it's going to be, but...
See what it says it's going to be like. Oh, really got...
But again, if people are watching the British Grand Prix and all of that, lot, you know, there's no point in me streaming just to myself, is there? So
no.
I could sit and have a game of Xbox instead.
You could have some quality Xbox time, that's true.
Yeah, I could stream the game.
Oh, I'd be happy to watch that.
I know you would.
I would most be happy.
There you go, look at that. Whoa, in it. Whoa, in it.
Oh, yeah. You what? You what?
You what?
You
You
what?
what? You what?
You what?
Pans Cat is inside Festerux. Hello, mate. How you doing, Pans?
Hey, Pans.
So does that mean if you're surrounded by a load of people, it's Pans people?
I'll give you 10 points for that because that's.
I actually didn't think that was too bad.
No, it was bad, but it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, not the greatest. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but it wasn't particularly offensive.
But it wasn't. It wasn't at my worst level, was it?
No.
Everyone's saying hello to Jeff.
I appear to have 300 pots of rat skin flesh for some reason, so I don't know why. Let's see if I can make it into a...
You planning to paint a lot of rat skin flesh then, do you?
No, I think somebody sent them to me.
Oh dear.
They just happen to have a lot of... They were obviously going to paint some, whatchamacallit, Skaven and never did. So I'm going to see if I can co-opt a pot of rat skin flesh to look more like Fox's fur.
Oh, right, yeah, I see what you're doing.
Which is kind of... Yeah,
So
it's not the right colour, but...
You're paint bashing as well.
However well it works. I don't know if it'll work at all. I'm not very good at mixing colours.
Panzer says, no, that was definitely a bad. Oh, all right then. I actually didn't think it was too bad, but that's all right. I don't mind.
They'll follow the trend. Oh, hang on. Troll Slayer Orange. There's a...
Through the tears, I'll carry on working.
I know. They just threw you right under there, didn't they? Gone.
Tough crowd. Tough crowd.
Very. Very. Very.
Big boomstick. Big boomstick. It's a big boomstick.
I thought you were about to burst out into "Oh Christmas Tree" then.
You some of that, my son.
You're having fun there, dude.
I am sorry if I'm going into weird mode, but yeah, this is off-air Festa, but live on air. This is the type of silliness I go through when I'm painting in the early hours of the morning and home alone. I sit here narrating to myself as I'm painting, even though I'm not filming it, and it's just like,
yeah, nothing wrong with that. I need more tissue.
And of course, if H is about, she'll go, who was you talking to just then? And I go, she goes, nobody. You were talking to yourself, wasn't you?
If he was clever, he'd say Fox, because then she'd be like, okay, that's fine then. You're just being an idiot. Fox.
You know me, I've got A-level guilt. So you're basically saying, here, Cole, try telling H a pork pie. That's what you're saying, isn't it?
I now realise the error of my way in that...
Yeah, because you know, one, I'd never get away with it. Two, I wouldn't even attempt it because she would know.
Yes.
There you go. Where's it help, Cole? If you could, people could see what you're doing, wouldn't it, mate? There you go. You can. I keep knocking me camera. I am so sorry, folks. There you go.
Knocking your camera. I've just realised I've not made Mama Wolf for Brew in the last 2 hours.
Yeah. If I do go off shot, please feel free to tell me in chat. I am endeavouring to stay on shot as best I can. But don't hesitate to say in chat, oh, best you're just off shot, mate, because I'm not actually looking at the streams that you're seeing. I'm just reading the chat, and every now and then I occasionally look up and notice So, yeah.
I'm mixing with paints here and nobody can see what I'm doing.
So you, by all means, feel free to say you've moved off camera.
I actually knocked my camera out of the way completely. Hello. Dee. I don't think I'm going to match the colour exactly, but I think I'll get a colour. It'll certainly be a colour.
I don't mind if I knock the camera towards the left, but if I knock it towards the right, poor PJ's going to fall off his chair.
It's the law of unintended consequences.
And then I'll get arrested for cruelty to the PJs, you know?
That'll be very unintended consequences.
Yeah, there you go.
What kind of consequences? All the consequences, trust me.
Jeff is saying the turret is looking great. Thank you very much, Jeff. Again, this is only its first base coat going down, so it's a bit patchy. And then I shall go over it with a larger dry brush from the middle of the panels just to fill them in, but also to smooth them out a bit. So I'm talking a good paint job, put it that way. Whether or not it actually comes out that good is another matter.
You just mentioned the colour wheel a couple of times, and everybody will be convinced.
Yeah.
As soon as you mention the colour wheel, whatever you say, it sounds legit. So.
Am I sad for having the colour wheel on the inside of my cupboard door?
Nope, I haven't got a colour wheel anywhere. I should have. Right, that needs just more yellow. Let's just stop pussyfooting about and just pour a load of filthy great yellow in there.
Yeah, come on, Fox, stop naffing about, will you? Supposed to be a guru, mate. Come on. Where's your inner guru-ness? Panzer says the Wookiee moves are out getting an errand. Yes, I can switch cameras if you want, Pans.
No!
Not a problem.
Making everybody else suffer now, aren't you, Panzer?
PJ's like, please don't. Please don't. Please don't. See, I could be very clever and say, to stop me from getting the moves out, feel free to put in a super chat.
Now, you see, I can fully endorse that.
Yeah, see, that's the sort of thing Fox would do, but no.
Yeah, that is the kind of
I'm
thing
only joking, folks. You're not gonna get exposed to Wookiee moves. I wouldn't do that to you.
Yes, he would.
Unless, of course, it's a resounding wish of the chat to disrupt PJ's eyes, but, you know. Pardon me.
Yeah, if super chat if people start putting super chats in to get your moves out, then you know that's.
Oh mate, I would have tassels on them spinning the opposite way, mate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Jeff says Maggie says they're forecasting cooler with lots of rain, but possibility of high humidity. Ooh.
Humidity.
Yeah, that's kind of what did us last time, isn't it? The humidity.
Yep.
I'll make the call Sunday morning.
Yeah.
I'll give it plenty of time.
I mean, I checked out the Met Office for here, and it's not actually too bad for us. It's a little bit warm up here, actually. It wasn't too bad up north here, but tomorrow's going to be cool.
But if most of me guests are going to be off watching the British Grand Prix, then so I might just give it a miss and be done with it. Because I think James will want to watch it live, PJ will want to watch it live, so that's two of the crew gone.
Well, what you could do is you could always just go and play on Xbox, but while you're doing that, of course, have a Weavy stream going.
Yeah, or I could stream the Xbox.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
I mean, everybody likes Uncle Weavy.
We'll see. We'll see how we feel. Uncle Weavy, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
everybody
because
likes Uncle Weavy.
I do have Weavy here now installed on the system. Weavy's been tested. What we should do is stream Uncle Weavy simultaneously, and then you email the bloke that made it and go, check these two channels out because they're both streaming Uncle Weavy.
You're famous.
How proud would he be?
What's it? I've forgotten his name. Steve Tiffany. That's his name. Yeah. Steve Tiffany.
Mate, he'd be over the moon.
Oh, yeah. If anybody wants to get Uncle Weavy, you can go to stevetiffany.com.
Yeah.
Right, I've made an orange colour that doesn't resemble anything like Fox at all, but it'll have to do because it's a colour. And I get to the point with mixing colours that I give up the will to live, basically, because I'm like,
Let's have a look. What you come up with?
Hang on. I'm do a shake.
Oh, yeah, he is quite, he's almost like a red oxide, isn't he?
Yeah, I've got like that, which is...
It's almost like that, isn't he? Like a red oxide.
Yeah, it looks a bit darker on the screen now. In real life, he's a little less... I don't know whether to... I'm focusing on the light colour there rather than the dark colour, so I'll do the light colour. And then...
Yeah.
See, the fact I could give you the exact hex value in Photoshop doesn't really help there, does it, really?
PJ says, I can't see anything. My eyes refuse to see. I'm typing by Braille, if you're wondering. Good man.
He's like, my eyes are like a shield of steel.
He's using a speak and spell, isn't he? Do you remember them?
Yeah. Yeah, correct.
Speak and spell.
Teaching British kids to say like an American. I've got that, which is kind of not really like it at all, but it's not as bright, but it'll do. For what I'm doing, it'll do. That'll do, enough. Pig, that'll do. I've not made my more for brew at all tonight.
Oh dear. Is she still up?
Yeah, she's been sat there for 2 hours with no brew.
Do you want to go and check on her?
Well, we're finishing soon anyway, aren't we? So.
What's the hour? Oh, yeah. Yeah, what time do you want to go to?
2 o'clock maybe, if that's all right.
Yeah, no worries. Go till 2.
If that'll do you.
Yeah, I don't mind, mate.
We can do till 2. I mean, she's still up, which is a good thing. Yeah. I probably hate this colour the moment I put it on, but oh well. Let's just in for a penny, in for a pound, like, and all that, and everything, you know what I mean?
That's coming along nicely now.
There probably is a colour that's exactly the right colour I want, but I haven't got it, so.
Is it mocking you?
Everything mocks me. It is my life to be mocked. It is the order of things. Fox.
Jeff Light says, roughly whereabouts are you, Fox? Oh, Manchester area?
Yeah, let's say Cheshire. Manchester part of the world. Yeah. Manchester, Cheshire, technically Greater Manchester. Yeah. If I'm blatantly pushed on it.
Yeah.
But yes, northwest. Manchester and surrounding suburbs. Let's keep it fairly general.
Absolutely. We don't give out our personal addresses unless... Yeah.
No. God, that would be stupid. Ooh, where palette? Right, let's get some of this on there. What's the worst that can happen?
Because obviously, you know, when you're as famous as Fox, you don't want stalkers and autograph hunters outside your gate every morning. That's what he's worried about.
Famous. I should cocoa.
You know, he won't be able to go to his local supermarket without having to take an handful of signed photos. Hold up a minute. He does that anyway.
You make me sound like the bloke from... I remember reading a heartbreaking story about the bloke. You remember the bloke from 8 Half Up Mum, the little guy? Don Estelle, yeah. He used to turn up at our local shopping mall. Yeah, and sit outside with a trestle table selling his cassettes of songs and stuff. Yeah, Don Estelle sings with a bad karaoke machine and a fistful of CDs, and apparently it was a very sad sight to behold. It was actually. It was quite sad to see. I mean, he used to be through the summer, every fortnight he would turn up, you know, and people would have passers-by would be having a dig at him, you know. So leave him alone. He's trying to make a crust. He had a damn good voice, though, saying that. Yeah. He really did have a tuneful voice on him. It's bad, though, isn't it, when your career's to the point of you've done one thing, you get your big break, and then the big break's the last break you get, and it's like, and you can't do anything else now. He was a shadow of that towards... Because I don't think he's with us anymore, is he, Thomas? Oh, no, he died later, quite early, I think. Yeah, it was a strange one because my mum remembered him well, you know. It's a shame to sort of see him resort to that. But at the end of the day, it made him a living, didn't it? So, fair play. I don't know how much it earned him. He might have been living in poverty for all we know. Yeah, I don't think he was too well off, mate, when he went. No. I think he had... was it him and Lester Piggott that had inland revenue issues? Yes, but it's kind of sad when you get that thing where you know, like you get your big break and it's amazing, but then you get nothing after that. Yeah, it's like what are you supposed to do? Well, he was solely typecast along with Windsor Davis as them two characters, weren't they? And whenever they went on the chat show circuit,
That was the characters that they had to personify. So, of course, because that was early 1970s humour, it kind of impacted them later in their career because people actually begin to think it's what they was like, and they weren't.
Well, I mean, to be fair though, Windsor Davies he did all right because he had that thing with
Donald Sinden.
Yeah, Donald Sinden.
Yeah.
So he didn't do too bad, I suppose. Yeah, like the one-hit wonders like Don Estelle, bless him.
Yeah.
I didn't close my pot of paint, but that's good because I need more anyway.
It's coming along. I'm liking that. The lovely Marcy is in saying hi. Oh, hello, Marcy. How are you, love?
I'm not liking this parchment paper.
Note to self, type in the chat, Hugs Muse.
Or face the consequences.
Or face the consequences.
Consequences.
She may tell me off because there's a slight delay, but I could, if I don't say it live, which I just did, I could have just blamed YouTube being a little bit laggy.
Yeah. It's a good job you're not doing it live on a live stream and talking about doing it live.
Good job I'm not saying that live box, innit? Because...
Yeah, you did clever, you are.
Yeah, I am, mate, and she'll never know. She'll never notice that.
You have to get pretty darn early to get round to get the better of Festa.
Yeah, she'll never notice that that's what I just did.
She won't know.
You think I dodged
You're
the
safe,
bullet?
mate. The bullet dodged.
Yeah.
The bullet's just going off into the distance.
Thanks for having me back there, bud.
That's all right. Call it a fiver.
Yeah. Damn it. I got Hugs back. She went, nah, blame Fox. Is the correct answer, Marcy. Well done.
Hey, I'm not all right with that.
Yeah, well done, Marcy. Well done. He was encouraging me to lie to you, wasn't he, love?
Objection.
Overruled.
Damn it. All right, Judge Judy.
Bloody Judge Judy. See, and that's beginning to look like on the car.
I managed to mix an absolutely horrible paint.
Oh yeah,
as in it's a nice colour, but it's horrible performance. It's just like bubbly and horrible, and it's not pleasant to paint at all.
Yeah.
Oh, it's vile.
That's beginning to look all right on the car, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, isn't it?
And then some. And then some, mate.
Isn't it?
Get in.
Get in there. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody car. Oh.
Wackadoo.
Yeah, I need to get out more.
I need to get the word wackadoo into conversation more often in public conversation.
Obviously, she's going, yeah, you don't need to get out anymore.
Your missus is like, you really don't need to be in contact with the outside world ever again.
H's philosophy, you've taken you out in public. What do you think I am? That stupid? No, dear.
Unless you're not paying attention, just say yes, dear, by default. And it's like, wait, what did I do? Oh.
Absolutely, Marcy. She says it is now officially the Bluey tank. I see what you did there.
I'm going to lay my brushes down. For the night, I think.
Are you? Yeah, just give us a minute then, and I'll finish with half a turret.
Arthur,
Half a turret.
I'll probably do a little bit more work on the bits I've started painting just to get the paint coats done, I think.
Are we allowed to work off air then, are we? No, I mean, I'm serious. No, I mean that as a genuine thing, because if that's the case,
I don't know.
I'll sit and paint the rest of me turret.
I mean, I've got like one coat of paint on Fox, so I might do like just the second coat, get it done. So next week I can, because there's going to be a lot of painting to do on all of these.
Absolutely. I mean, I've only got that half of the turret to do, and then a complete blue coat again. So I might just leave it till next week.
Yeah.
You know. Don Estelle says Jeff, like, Blue Ridge Mountain of Virginia, wasn't it? Him and Windsor Davis. No, that's Lauren Hardy, wasn't it?
That was Lauren Hardy, yeah.
What was the one? Whispering Grass, that was it.
Whispering Grass, that's the one.
Yeah. Why do I always get them two muddled up?
I don't know. Foxy, did you use the chippy fork? I did. I shall show you, Muse. Look. There you can see the armrest and the spinny window handle.
So proud of you.
Are
you know.
made of bits of plastic fork.
I'm so proud of him, Marcy. He's done scratch building and everything on this.
It was the work of but a few minutes and a little tiny bit of sanding.
They grow up so quick, Marcy, don't they?
They do.
Honestly.
You
know, he'll be out of short trousers next at this rate.
Hey, I've got my shorts on.
Right, let's
Bit of knee
just...
for you. Look. Ooh.
Oh, you go careful, mate. You go careful.
And we're showing flesh. Flesh, I tell you.
God, dear, yeah. PJ's like, please do not get Festa to show flesh. Would I do that to you?
I will show you off my knobbly Glaswegian knees.
Oh dear, now I'm really afraid.
Yes, you can tell I'm half Scottish because my skin colour can be measured on the scale of different whites.
Absolutely. Marcy says he can learn. Yes, I know, Marcy. Scary, isn't it? He did this without big boy pictures as well. So proud of him.
What are you talking about?
You.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, me. Okay.
You and your scratch buildery.
I know. I was just sat there making a brew and I'm like, plastic forks in the drawer.
Yeah, but see, you're now seeing the potential of everyday objects as scratch building greebles.
Yeah, somehow my brain just came up with the whole blueprint in like a billionth of a second.
Yeah.
It just visualised the whole process of cutting the back of the fork off and taking one of the tines.
Marcy says, okay, she says, now I've got to drive, love, Alan. That's all right, Marcy. We're coming off air now anyway because Fox has got some private stuff to do and, so not that sort of private stuff, folks, but
Steady now. No, I've got to go and sort my wolf out, look after my wolf.
Yeah, so literally just finish off cleaning me brushes.
Yes.
Yeah, so I just want to make sure because I'll never forgive myself if my brush has still got paint in it.
Well, I'll probably do a bit more on him tonight before I go to bed and then...
Yeah.
There
you go.
I mean, me and you probably... I guess we'll probably still hang around at the bench for a little while after we've done, but...
Yeah, do a bit more on the turret once I'm off air. There you go, folks.
I tell you what, now you've got some of the blue paint on the bodywork. The rusty mudguards look more like rusty mudguards.
Yeah, it's getting there,
because before they just everything just looked brown, but now you've got the blue paint to offset it. The mudguards look like rusty metal rather than just painted plastic.
Exactly.
It's weird how it all starts to come together.
And that's only the first layer.
Yeah.
It's getting there. Yeah. It's getting there.
We're idiots.
Yeah, it's got the dudes. It's got him in the back, obviously.
Take out my ears.
There you go. So he's going to be sat there like that. Going, oi, yo, what a squeak.
Have one of them.
You choose some of him. See? So, yeah.
Free for repaired.
See, folks, cheap little Bluey car. What can you do with it?
19 quid these things go for.
There you go.
Although you've got to spend 82 quid on a Bane blade and a few quid on resin bits. And
there's a few bits of 3D printed goodness on there, but hey, just goes to show you if you haven't got any kits, you can just scratch build something. So there you go, folks. Absolutely.
Always a winner.
Oh yeah, I'll bung a couple of pictures up in the group so you can see it close up. And there you go. So we'll depart, let you all get on. Thanks for watching. I'll probably park this Sunday and stream next Sunday so that just in case the weather is a bit poorly bad. So and it's British Grand Prix weekend anyway, and a lot of me gang will be watching that. So we'll give it a miss this week, and we'll come back next week.
You'll be weeing into the wind there, I think, wouldn't you? A bit, I think.
Yeah, so we'll do that, folks. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. And we will see you again Wednesday for the E-Models Workbench Live.
More Beyblade.
Catch you later, folks. Bye.
Adios, amoeba. Bye.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of with everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best.